Good morning, students. As we were doing the unit 6, that is staffing, in which we have done the first chapter, after learning the first chapter, we just come to know that what is staffing basically, what is the basic concept, what is the importance, what is human resource management, and process of staffing as well. Today, and in staffing, we just come to know that recruitment is the most important step, and the first step is to be taken after the estimation of manpower. The recruitment is to be done. So today we will learn the topic recruitment in the chapter 6.2. The name of the chapter is also recruitment in itself, and it is in which you have to learn source and meaning of recruitment. Let's clarify the meaning of recruitment first. Recruitment, it refers to the process of selecting. Listen every word very carefully. It is the process of, sorry, not selecting, it's searching. It is the refers to the process of searching for prospective employees. Searching for prospective. Prospective means competent, the deserving, and the eligible. Whatever you can say, it's the prospective employees and stimulating them. Stimulate means to influence them, to convince them, and stimulating them to apply for the job in the organization. Basically, recruitment can be done when the vacant jobs are to be filled, or searching has been done. It can be done by the two sources. So if I talk about the sources of the recruitment, these are two in number. The one is internal source, and the second one is external sources. First one is internal sources, and the second one is external sources. Internal sources. When the recruitment is to be done, means the vacant places are to be filled by stimulating the employees who are working in the organization earlier. That sources are known as the internal source. If I talk about the internal source, it consists of the various things. It can be, what can be the internal source? See, it can be the transfer. I'll explain you the terms later on after telling you the name of the sources first. Promotion. The next is your layoff. Now, see, these are the internal sources. If I talk about the external sources of the business, what it can be. Firstly, we will talk about the names of the sources, then we will have a explanatory discussion about this. Direct recruitment, second one is casual collar, next one is media advertisement, the next one is employment exchange, the next one is placement agencies, the next one is campus recruitment, the next one is after the campus recruitment, the next is management consultants, the next is recommendations, the next is labor contractors, the next one is telecasting, and the next to this is web publishing. So in this way, these are the internal as well as the external sources of recruitment. The first is the internal sources. The second is the external sources. In the internal and external sources, we listen so many names of the various sources that is shown over here on the screen. So let's talk about each and every term separately. See, first of all, internal source. When the recruitment is to be done from the internal source of the business, then it is known as internal sources of the business. Means we invite and fill the post with the people who are associated with the organization earlier. The vacancies are to be generated for those people who are working already in the organization. So it can be transferred. Suppose there are so many branches of a business. One branch is in Delhi, one is another is Karnal, another is in Punjab. So they feel like that the in the Delhi the surplus is there, while in the Karnal they require somebody. The post is vacant. What they can do? They can just transfer that person from Delhi to Karnal and can fill the job. That is very easy. So transfer means one went from one branch to another branch or one place to another place, the person is to be transferred. That is known as the transfer and the vacant place can be filled very easily. Promotion. Promotion means suppose there are three level A, B, C. There is a person who is working at the level C. place has become vacant for the level B. And the business enterprises just know very well the person who is just working at the level C is full of caliber and can also do the job in the best manner. What they can do? If they have surplus, then it is to be transferred only. If they don't have the surplus at the third level or the C level, what they do? They promote the person or the who is working at the level C to the job B, as he is working so well already and the person is full of caliber. And now they generate the vacancy for the level C. So in this way, promotion can be done. Promotion means when the person is upgraded to the another post or upward post, then it is the promotion. Layoff. Layoff is the temporarily termination. In the hilly areas, it is usually to be done. Two type of candidates are there or employees are there in the enterprises. One are the permanent and another are the casual or temporary or the ad hoc basis, we can say. What they did, they just appoint them for the 8 months of the year, and when the snowfall is there or institutes remain closed for the 4 months, they just terminate them temporarily for the 4 months, and after 4 months they just get them joined in the business again. So this process of recruitment is known as the layoff. So what are these? These are the internal source of recruitment in which prospective employees are to be applied for the job in the organization from the organization only, inside the organization, not from the outside. If the employees are stimulated or searched from the various sources outside from the business enterprises, then that is known as external sources. So in the external sources, the first one is the direct recruitment. What is direct recruitment? Sometimes we know that the information about the vacant place is just given on the board of the gate of the factories or the workshop, or it is displayed there, vacancies there. And the labor who just want to do the work or the worker who just want to do the work, they just get the information and directly go to the organization and get recruited. Then it is known as the direct recruitment. The next is our casual collar. Many times you have seen there is a file of the sorry, this file of the biodata is kept by the businessman, every organization manually, or the soft copies to be maintained in the laptop. Means whosoever just come to the organization to apply for the job, many time on the reception they just get the answer. You just leave your CV here, and whenever we have any requirement, we will make you call. Now, what the people do? The organization just keep those casual callers details with them, and whenever they required any job or any vacant place is there, they just make calls to the people. They just make call to those people who already submit their biodata or CV in the organization. It means they are willing to do the work in that organization. Those are to be called, and they applied casually in the organization. So that's why they are known as a casual caller. Media advertising. Media advertising is a way to find out the employees from outside the organization. What they do, this kind of job, in this kind of job, many times you have seen the jobs vacancies advertisement in the newspaper also. A column is there where the vacancy has been generated and it is given about the vacancy along with the requirements, that what should be the eligibility, what should be the experience, what will be the remuneration will be provided to the person. In this way, the complete detail when the given through the media advertising, then it is known as media advertising. Employment exchange is one of the oldest way of external sources. Earlier, that was in the trend so much, but nowadays it is not as much in the trend. Usually, this method of recruitment is to be used to select the typist, clerk, peon. These type of requirement is to be done through employment exchange. Basically, employment exchange is a government body that is holded by the government, and whosoever just completed their qualification, they can just submit their details in the employment exchange, and wherever any vacancy generated over there for the peon and these kind of typists or clerks, these kind of vacancies generated, they just make a call to the person. So that is the employment exchange. Placement agencies, yes. Employment exchanges are holded by the government only. These are not the private organizations, but the placement agencies are the source of the private placement. Any kind of guards, maids, whatever the level A, B, C, whatever the level of the employees you want, that is you can it can be provided as per your demand from the placement agencies. This kind of agencies are to be work usually in the big cities. Management consultants. Management consultants is nowadays so much available because on the middle level and top level they need executives, and the executive have to do the managerial work also. So whenever they have to do the managerial work or rented their services on the commission basis or on the fees basis, they also have to perform a very important job in the organization, and for that purpose placement agencies plays a very management consultant plays a very important role. The management consultant provide these kind of services, these kind of employees to the organization. Which kind of employees? Which is required at the level A or level B. Placement agencies are provide the worker, the level of the worker or the middle level or the lower level. But management consultant provide the executives who has to do the management related activities. One is left over there, it is campus recruitment. You have listened many times that I have selected from the campus placement has been done. Whenever, why we always consider you people or recommend you people that you have to score well and then you have to get admission in the good institutes. Why? It never means that you find some extraordinary teachers there, some extraordinary books there. No, everything will remain same. That is to be done in all the other institutes. But the only difference, the placement agencies are at a good level you find in the good universities and good colleges. Means the chances of the placement will become more and higher in those institutes which are good enough because they are associated with the good companies. Moreover, when you get educated, when you completed your degree, no need to go to the doors of the companies. The company just come to the door of the university or that institute and they just select you there only. So in this way, it is also a way of recruitment. Some enterprises, what they do, they just believe that the young blood is always more energetic and full of ideas. They prefer the smart generation. They prefer the new generation to be recruited in the business. For that purpose, those organizations do the campus recruitment. So that is also one of the external source of recruitment. The next is recommendations. Recommendations, sometimes you have seen somebody recommended. It may be any employee. He or she may recommend any of the executive, any of the manager, just recommend that that person is related to, known to me and he is good enough in his skills and capabilities or the deserving for this post, and In this way, the recommendation helps to fill the job or the vacant place. Labor contractor. Yes, labor contractor are a kind of link between the laborers as well as managers. We know that in factory areas or where the construction work is to be done, in those type of business organizations, they need the contractor, they need the labor there, and labor need the work in the enterprises. So labor contractor are the mediator between the labor as well as the manager of the enterprises. What they do, they just be in touch with the labor as well as the manager of the enterprises, and they always just give them the opportunities whenever the vacancies are there. They easily arrange the labor to the managers, and managers also get the labor very easily with the help of these labor contractors. Telecasting. Telecasting is also the next one of the source of external recruitment that is to be done during the course of telecasting. Information about the vacant post, required qualification, experience, possible remuneration, and special characteristics of the companies are to be displayed. Means whenever you watch the TVs, telecasting was used earlier, because nowadays web publishing, our next source, is become more important. You have seen many time when you just operating the mobile phones or internet on your laptop, on your PC, when you do the Google search also, you find the information or that floating on the screen immediately, and that information that is related given to the through the medium of the web or the internet, that is known as the web publishing. So you have seen many sites as well, like the www.naukri.com, www.jobstreet.com, www.clickjobs.com. There are so many popular sites on the web which uh, publish the about the vacant jobs, and the business enterprises just recruit the people or that vacant places by these sources. So this is all about the external sources of the business. What we have done today, we have done the meaning of the recruitment, the sources of the recruitment, which can be the internal source or external source. It is all about for the day, and if anybody have any query, please ask.